911, what are you reporting?
This is AC. I have OJ in the car.
Okay, where are you?
Please, I'm coming up the 5 freeway.
Okay.
Right now, we are okay, but you gotta tell the police to just back off. He's still alive, but he got a gun to his head.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Have a cocktail.
No, I don't care for any.
I said have a cocktail.
I guess he wants us to have a cocktail.
Waiter, will you serve the nuts? I mean, will you serve the guests the nuts?
Clap on, clap off, the clapper.
The clapper. Greetings, people of Earth, and welcome to the third floor as we bring you the last Monday night football game of 2025, of the 2025 season. And, man, do we have a matchup tonight. The insane Rams, the crazy Rams, the great Rams, the okay Rams, battling the pain in the ass Atlanta Falcons, who are a thorn in my side for years. Not being able to, Bucks not being able to beat them, put them in a curmudgeon. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on in the NFC South more than I care. I'm almost at the point where I hope Tampa Bay doesn't make it. Really. We're on ESPN tonight, so there might be a slight delay, so appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all. Okay, we got it. I just want to make sure we got everything running here. There we go. YouTube finally up. We on Rumble. Boom, we're on Rumble. We got some people starting to tune in, see the number growing. As you start now, just hit the like, hit the follow, man. Hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. If you're first time here, you're in for a treat. We bring it like nobody else does on play-by-play anywhere. Only one on Rumble doing this, and we're coming to the top on YouTube. Got him in my ear. We're going to kind of turn this way to watch the game and call it in a way, because that's where the game is. On the big 95-incher. We got a TV right in front of us with ESPN, but it doesn't recognize my account. It does on that TV, but not on that TV. Makes no fucking sense. Anyway, here we go. Rams with the ball. 2nd and 7. 12:40 to go. First quarter. Play action. Here's Stafford out. Rolls down to the numbers. Down the sideline. The only one there is the female referee. Yankee Kyle, good evening, my friend. How are you, my friend? Hope you had a blessed Christmas, and I hope you enjoy and have a safe and blessed New Year's. How are you, Yankee Kyle? Always one of the faithful, always coming around to say hey on the third floor. Glad to have you aboard. I'm getting feedback from somewhere. Bleeding through again. Hold on there, guys. I got some echo issue. Okay, there we go. This monitor over here, somehow the volume just keeps getting on. Like I said last night, I didn't even know it had fucking volume. I didn't even know it had a speaker. If I'd known that, it would cause a lot of issues before. Solved a lot of issues. Atlanta's in their throwback red helmets. I love the old Atlanta Falcon red helmets. The days of who'd they have over there? Barkowski. Okay, he didn't catch it. He shorted the gain. 4th down. 11:58 to go. And if you're new here, don't worry. It takes us a second to get warmed up. It's like we're in the bullpen. We got to warm up in the bullpen. Yankee Kyle, brother Victor. I'm good, brother. I got a sterling silver New York Yankees necklace for Christmas. Boom. Wear it proudly and openly, my friend. Sounds like somebody really digs you. I know they ain't cheap, man. That is awesome. Sterling silver. Yankee logo traditional with the hat and the bat, or is it the NY, the interlocking NY? Which one is it there, Yankee Kyle? Is it their logo, the interlocking NY, or is it the other one, the Yankees with the pin, with the red and white hat on the baseball bat? You know what I'm talking about. All right, they punted away. Nothing happening there. Rams moved the ball a little bit, then they get caught up. Review said the pass was incomplete, short the yard to gain, whatever that means. He didn't catch it, but he shorted the yard to gain, fourth down, whatever that means. That was the call. Anyway, greetings, people of Earth. Welcome, man. The number's climbing faster tonight than it did last night. So whatever I did last night, some people, I guess, are coming back. Hey, if you're coming back for a reason. Hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. Let's go. Share us out. Get involved in the live chat. Come on over and say hello to Yankee Kyle, one of the faithful here. Always appreciate having Yankee Kyle in the building. Anyway, welcome aboard, people. Please hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. You're watching on Rumble. I'm the only one doing it, so hit the like. Get us going so people know we're on Rumble doing this. Like I said, we're warming up in the bullpen. We're getting ready to go. New setup tonight because I'm on a different TV to watch the game. I thought the game was on ABC. It is not, which is pretty disgusting that Monday Night Football is not on ABC on a consistent basis anymore. Pretty fucking sad, you ask me. It deprives a lot of football fans of football. Because I'll tell you the truth, they better come up with something new next year, or my coverage, play-by-play, is going to be limited. Apple TV, Fox One, Prime, Paramount, Netflix, Apple, NFL Network. What else am I missing? I'm missing another one out there. The ESPN, of course. It's just everywhere you look to watch a football game costs you $39.99 or $19.99 or $9.99. I had to give up Spotify for 2 months just to get the fucking ESPN on such a tight budget. The interlocking NY, brother Victor. That looks sweet. Put it on one of your videos. Put it on your next video. Or did you? Did you put it on your latest video? Can we just show it off, man? I want to see that shit. Gotta wear that shit proudly, my brother. Well, the way they're going in the off season, maybe put it away until after the new year. I hear you. All right, here we go. Atlanta with the ball, 1st and 10. They started off with a Robinson handoff. He skips around for maybe 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Whoa, hold on. I appreciate you, Yankee Kyle, sharing me on your community. That helps, bro. The share alone helps. Whether if anybody responds or not to the share is not the point. The share went out, and that's what helps the most. Thank you, Yankee Kyle. Appreciate you. Bill Fralick, what a name for the Atlanta Falcons pass. Have a hit, people. It's the holidays. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score. Just getting going. Rams gave it up after a few plays. Atlanta taking this one. Cousins over the middle, and that's Sills with the catch, the tight end. He got the first down plus a couple extra. Maybe about 13-yard gain there. So Cousins to Stills. Let's take a look at let's take a quick look at Cousins's his numbers. Let's take a look at that real quick, see what Cousins is up to. We'll do that after this play. We'll look at the Atlanta leaders in the offense right after this play. 10-10 to go, first quarter. No score. Play clock 2-1. Just gets it off. Play action quick. Lots of pressure. He just had to dump that and get it away as fast as he could. Landman on the pressure came in unblocked, and he had to get rid of that a lot sooner than he really wanted to. Watch on the replay. Sneaks up to the line, takes a shot to the jaw, still gets his hands on Cousins' hips, pushes him to the ground, but Cousins let that ball go as soon as he recognized him coming in, especially unblocked. All he did was graze the guy next to him, so it didn't even slow him down much. Cousins in the shotgun, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Crowded backfield. Now 1 goes in motion. Here's a handoff to Algier. And on 2nd and 10, he gets sucked up. It's 3rd and long. Third and 8, 9:40 to go. First quarter, no score. Somehow, some way, on another planet, in another universe, Atlanta, believe it or not, folks, is still alive. They have an unbelievable tiebreaker that they could actually do. But it starts tonight with a win over the Rams. Shotgun. Cousins back. 3rd and 8. Plenty of time. And Mooney with the first down, plus maybe 5 more. 16 yards on that one. Cousins looking like the Cousins of old. And now they peek on the other side of the 50, now in Rams territory. Don't forget, at each 2-minute warning, we have an Angus clip. Hope you look. Just stick around. You're going to enjoy this. We got sports moments in between when we take a break, but we got the Angus clip at both 2-minute warnings, plus a halftime presentation show. I picked out a special one tonight. Mooney to target, incomplete on the sideline. Go to 2nd and 10. Yeah, special halftime today. I hope you like it. And I got a couple nice sports moments I think you'll enjoy. And maybe we'll get a teaser after one of these. Maybe we'll take a quick one after. We'll take a quick sports moment maybe after things calm down. Right now, we got to get to Kirk Cousins and see what he's doing. We'll go right after this. 2nd and 10, 8:43 to go. Handoff. That's Robinson. Robinson will skip for 7. Maybe 8. So 2nd and short. They come back up to the line in a hurry. 3rd and 2. Sorry, that was 3rd and 2. I'm sorry, my bad. I know that said 2nd and short. It's 3rd and 2. And Sills finds the ball as Cousins throws it to him. Let's see if it's inside the 10. First down is there, but it might be a 1st and goal situation. Under 8 minutes to go. It's 1st and goal from maybe the 9.5-yard line. Cousins bringing the Atlanta Falcons right down the field. Very little resistance. And he's wide open as he throws it into that triangle that nobody's there but Sills. 7:40 to go, first quarter. 1st and goal. It is on the 9-yard line. Here's a handoff to Robinson. He jugs, comes back, and almost breaks it into the end zone. Brings down at the 3. 7 on that one. 2nd and goal. Look at the Falcons playing. Like I said, I know the delay might be a little bit more intense than usual because the game is on ESPN, so I don't know how much of a delay there is there, but I know on YouTube I got a little bit of a delay. Here's a pitch to Robinson, and he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage, push him back to maybe the 4. He'll lose a yard there. Loses 2 yards, sorry. 3rd and goal. Looks like they pushed him back to the 5. I don't think they're marking him at the 5. Let's see. Snapped it outside the 3. Loss of a yard. Back to the 4. 3rd and goal. 3 to the top. Cousins looks that way, floats it to the end zone. Robinson wide open, nobody there, just a little bit of a woohoo. 4-yard touchdown pass, and Atlanta jumps on the Rams 6-0, and Atlanta is going crazy. 6:11 to go in the first quarter, and the Falcons jump on top 6-0 at the moment. Brother Victor, I also got a sweet New York Yankees jacket for Christmas. Well, I want to see the jacket and the necklace on the next video. 11 plays, 65 yards, 5 minutes, 35 seconds on a nice drive by the Atlanta Falcons. Not sure of play selection, but that looked pretty well balanced going down the field there. And Cousins, with very little resistance from the defense, especially the secondary, he made some nice passes, 16, 17, 18 yards. So there you go. Falcons on top, 7-0, first quarter. Rams are going to have to get their shit together because it looks like Atlanta wants to play football, which they have been playing football pretty consistently and pretty good for the last few weeks. Got it. All right, let's tease you with a little bit of a sports moment here. Let's see what we got here. Let's tease you with a dish one. We'll be right back after this sports moment brought to you by the Third Floor.
They're going to try this field goal? Yes, a 52-yarder. Well, now, Al Del Greco. Now make it 53. Splendid since coming on for Ian Howfield, connects from 53 yards away. And there was no doubt about this either, Marv. This goes right down the middle.
We'll walk down history lane there with the NFL. Angus in the house. The Angus man is here. The Angus Clip man is here. The man that the 2-minute clip is named after, Angus, in the building. What up, brother? Welcome into the Third Floor as usual. First form of security arrives. Brother, I'm doing okay. I could be doing a fucking whole lot better, baby. But I'm doing okay because, you know what? God is on my side. I can't believe this is fucking empty again. I'm fucking so sick of fucking grinding weed. I'm gonna put shit in my fucking blender from now on. So there you go. First sports moment. Hope you enjoyed that. A little Al Del Greco action, putting the Jets to sleep. Angus, stick around, man, because I got a sports moment for you in Texas. A special dedication to you in Texas. One I think you guys are going to really fucking enjoy. I'm just waiting on, hopefully Texas shows up. And when he shows up, boy, do I have a sports moment for you too. Specially handpicked for Angus in Texas. So here come the Rams. Let's see if they can answer. They're going to have to do something here. Offense didn't look like too much of anything on that first drive. Let's take a look at real quick. Like I said, let's look at Kirk Cousins. You could add a touchdown to that. 9 touchdowns now. Whatever yards. But Robinson, again, you could add a touchdown there. Well, not rushing, but. So there is Kirk Cousins, Robinson, and London. Here are Atlanta highlights on offense. We'll take a look at the Rams. Let's take a look at the Rams in a second. The Rams offensive leaders. We'll take a look at that. Ellison breaks up the pass intended for Puka Nakua. Yeah, careful about the 420 blender. I hear you, man. I'm just at my wrist. I can't take it. It hurts. But nice defensive play there by Ellis over Puka Nukabaka as he knocks the pass away. And Stafford's troubles continue. 2nd and 10. 6:06 to go first quarter, and they're trailing 7-0. Now Stafford hits his man, and he hits his hands and goes flying out into the sideline. Incomplete. 6:01 to go. Stafford's troubles continue. Man was there. Pass was there. It hit his hands, though. Maybe if it didn't hit his hands, he should have caught it with his feet. 3rd and 10. Rams didn't even be able to move the ball on this possession. That's scary. Shotgun. Stafford back. Here comes the pressure. Flushes him out. He's dancing around. Look, and he throws it. Finds Xavier Smith for the first down and probably another 6-7 yards. So there's 17 yards. He was scrambling for his life. I don't know. All the protection just broke down. Looks like the Rams definitely got away with a hold there on number 11. Looks like they pulled him to the ground. Looks like they got away with one there. But Smith, with the stiff arm, he stepped out of bounds a little bit further back. Mark it at the 47 of the Falcons. Here's a handoff to Corum. He pinballs his way up the middle for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Rams showing a little bit of spark here. Yeah, Miami, good luck. Miami sounds like actually the Dolphins sound more like a hockey team, an imported hockey team. Stafford back, another handoff to Carl. He goes up the middle, and he'll get another 4. Bring it to 3rd and 1. We're at 4:35 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Falcons as they move the ball on their first drive with no resistance from the Rams. Rams sputtering, but showing signs that the motor is running. Stafford in the shotgun. Pass over the middle, and he's got Panuka. To Puka Nakua. Place down. First down, Rams. Nice pass. I mean, good catch, too. I mean, there was a lot of... He did have an arm around him. The defender was all over him. But Nakua able to tuck it in and take it away. Move it up to the 28-yard line of the Falcons now. Stafford's under center. 3 to the top, 1 in the backfield. Man in motion, 1 to the bottom. Hand off to Corum. Bounces out towards the hash marks. Falls inside of that. Maybe 4 yards. Call it 2nd and 6. Second and 7. They give him 3. Take a look at the Rams in 1 second. Right after this play, we'll bolt over and take a look at the Rams and their numbers that they got going. Right now, 2:54 and counting. 2nd and 7 from the 25-yard line of Atlanta. Play action. Stafford rolls out. He hits Allen, his big tight end. Defender just bounces off of him. Official throws a flag right at him. Right at him. So the Winter Classic's going to be in fucking Florida? Ain't much of a fucking... I get you. How are they going to keep the ice from melting? Hands to the face. That's a face mask on Nakua. They call that illegal hands to the face. That's a face mask. If anything, it's a face mask. He turned his head with his fucking helmet. He grabbed his fucking face mask and turned his head. That's 15 yards. That's not hands to the face. Wow, bad call there, buddy. I mean, if you seen that, how did you not see him fucking turn his head by grabbing his face mask? This is what I was talking about last night. Officiators they gotta tighten up, man. Can't blow those. Turns out to be a 5-yard penalty. Right back to Parkinson, another big, massive tight end. He's going to get 4, 2nd and 6. So it's a 5-yard penalty as opposed to a 15-yard personal foul. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's me. So, tough game tonight because it is only on ESPN, and I know a lot of people ain't paying the money that ESPN wants now that they got football, hockey, and WWE. Snap this one from just outside the 15. Stafford rolls out. Out to his left. Fires it at... That was Mumfield. Fired it at his feet to kind of throw it away. I don't know. Looked like a busted play from the beginning. Yeah, it does. Angus, apparently you're not watching it, so I'll bring it to life as much as I can. They showed Nakua going his route, and you just see this Atlanta Falcon just reach out, grab the side of his face mask, and just pull him. Grasp the face mask, pull him. His head goes with it. How is that not a personal foul? And if you've seen that, how did you miss the face mask? How do you call that hands to the face when it's an obvious personal foul? And again, hey, I'm not comparing apples to oranges here, but that's a 10-yard swing. They had the ball at the 25. They got the ball at the 20. They should have had the ball at the 10. Probably, and actually the way the ball was spotted at the 25 and they moved it to the 10, it would have been on the outside of the 10 with still the possibility to get a first down without scoring a touchdown. So a lot going on. Either way, they got the ball at the 11. Here's a hand to Corum. And that's didn't see who that was, but he was in the backfield with Corum and just nailed him. I'm going to say 3 yards back. 1st and 10 going to a 2nd and 13. Trying to see who that was. Kahimum. Some guy Keem they just called up from the practice squad. No wonder I don't know who the fuck he is. Well, I don't know who the fuck he is, but that's who the fuck he is. Let's look at the Rams numbers. There's your numbers on Stafford, who's in the talks of the MVP, and probably since they've been talking about MVP guys and quarterbacks and stuff, guy has pretty much been the most consistent. I mean, 4,100 yards. He's probably going over that. I mean, he's already at 4,200. Sure at that. He's got 40 touchdowns on the year. 40. That's the quietest 40 touchdowns of a quarterback you'll ever hear in a season. You probably didn't even know he had that many. 40. 5 interceptions, and he's right now at a 112-1. Williams with 1,100 yards, 234 attempts, 10 touchdowns, 2 fumbles lost, and Nakua. He's good. He's definitely eclipsed that. He's in the 1,600 yards now. Again, another season well over 100 receptions and 8 touchdowns. Looking for double digits on touchdowns before the year's out. And just to be fair here with Cousins, it's 1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he's rating out at an 85.7. Robinson, big year, solid year, 1,250 yards. I'm sure he's at 1,300 or close to it after that first drive. 250 attempts over that, 6 touchdowns. We've seen it. His touchdown was not a running touchdown, but a receiving touchdown. And he's got 3 lost fumbles. And London coming in at 837 yards, 63 receptions, 6 touchdowns, and he's looking for a 1,000-yard season before the year is over. So the stuttering Falcons from early on in the year, well, guess what? They have rebounded to be a solid team in contention. Somehow, some way, they still have a shot. Believe it or not. Here's a look at some offensive numbers there for you. We get back to the game here. 1 minute to go. So on the exchange, now that they stopped them on the 4th and 1, why are you doing it? Fuck, man. I don't understand this play calling and coaching decisions, man. I'm watching this, I blew over, and I'm like, why are they going? Whatever, man. Absolutely stupid. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Rams just giving the Atlanta the ball back. You have the ball at the fucking 11-yard line. Screen pass to Robinson. He'll come back to the center of the field, get the first down, plus a bonus for a 14-yard gain. Cousins again, remaining hot with the passing game. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. You're the Rams. You're in Atlanta. You're at the 11. Kick the fucking field goal, dude. See, stupid shit like that gives idiots the fucking conspiracy fire. Pour more fuel on it. That's fucking just bad coaching. It's the first quarter. Put the fucking points on the board. What are we doing? How do these guys... Oh, my fuck, dude. It's so frustrating. I need a sports moment. How about you? What do you think? You need a sports moment? I do. We'll be right back after the sports moment brought to you by the Third Floor. Enjoy.
Dickerson again, and Dickerson comes. Good night. Somebody's going to have to really run. It's going to be Darrell Green from behind. Dickerson down at the 15. I didn't think anybody would catch him when he came out of the pack like that.
I'll tell you, except Darrell Green. Darrell Green is the fastest guy in the NFL, and he proved it there. That was a great race. That was like watching a 100-yard dash in the Olympics or something. Watch here, Dickerson breaks through. He's out in the open. There's no one there. Watch 28 from behind. That is a great football play. I mean, Darrell Green is in the Pro Bowl, but if he weren't, just on that play alone, he should be.
If there's still any doubt as to who really is the fastest man in pro football, let it be forever put to rest.
It's a horse race. 50. Darrell Green's going to catch him at the 30, the 20, pulls him down at the 16-yard line. The only man on the football field that can catch Eric Dickerson was Darrell Green. And they pat each other on the fanny as they walk away. Nice run, nice catch. And they're both going to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii.
Madden couldn't put it any better. That was a beautiful football play. I mean, you're talking flat out two of the most outstanding athletes to ever put on football cleats and helmets and pads. Darrell Green and Eric, and the mutual respect at the end of the play, at the end of the tackle. They get up and they pat each other. Like, he was like, I didn't think I was going to catch you. He was like, I didn't think you were going to catch me, but I caught your ass. But mutual respect there, man. There it is. That's why we do it like nobody else, man. Nobody else is doing this. Come on. That's just a sports moment. We still got an Angus clip at the 2-minute warning. We got the Angus clip at the other 2-minute warning. We got a halftime presentation to bring you. I still got the ultimate sports moment. It's 25 seconds of pure gold. We're just waiting on one guy to show up. So the first play of the second quarter is going to start out with a short gain. Algier gets 4 and a little bit of a scrum after that. Separated. 14:35 to go in the second quarter, in the half, 2nd and 6, 7-0 Falcons on top of the Rams. Rams with absolutely zero offense production for any sense of the imagination. None. As soon as they look good, they're at the 11, and then he wants to get cocky fuck. Let's go for it on the 4th and 1 right now. Kick the fucking field goal, dummy. Now look what your fucking ass is involved. You couldn't stop these guys on their first drive. You think, and right now it doesn't look like you're doing too good of a job right here stopping them again. We're going under 14 minutes to go in the second quarter, in the first half. Cousins just having an insane night so far. He's under center, 3 to the bottom, 1 in the backfield. Here we go. It's a pitch. Stutter step. Algier, he was in the backfield, couldn't go nowhere, and they're going to stand him up. Big tackle there, wrapping him around his head. Give him 3, 2nd and 7. Stick around for the Angus clip coming up. 2-minute warning here at the end of the first half. We're getting ready to go under 13 minutes, first quarter. Snapping this one at their own 38-yard line. Pass. Caught. And he's, what is that? That is Pittman. That's Pittman for 5. 3rd and 2. So 3rd and short. That's Pitts Senior, I'm sorry. Pitts Senior, Junior, side, whatever. Pitts with the catch. Shorted first down. They hurry up. Shotgun. Empty backfield. Nope, he's got one back there with him. That's Algiers. He flanks out. Cousin hits London, who's got the first down, but then was tackled about 6 yards back the other way. Big hit there, but he holds on to it. First down! First down, motherfuckers! They needed 2. He went 4, got hit and got tackled. Result was like first down, but he almost wound up back at the line of scrimmage with the hit. Cousins, 7 for 10, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. He's under center. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Man in motion, and he calls a timeout before the play clock gets zeros. So they're hurrying up. Of course it was on Monday night. That's why it's part of the show. No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, I forgot to put that up, man. So people don't think I'm talking to myself, and share it out, man. I'm going to share out what Angus is talking about here, man. Angus always brings good conversation. Oh, you signed in on one of your tablets? Okay. So you're watching the game now? I could imagine it's probably all kinds of fucking delays. Like I'm shooting, like I'm broadcasting from fucking Mars or something. Yeah, if memory serves me correctly, that was on a Monday night. Are you talking about the Dickerson play? The Dickerson play was that was not a Monday night. Zendejas and Jets. That might have been the Monday night game that put him out. I don't remember. I just put the highlights up, man. I just edited everything together and put it in there. I should pay more attention, but I thought that's what that was. But then again, I'm not sure which clip you're talking about that was on a Monday night. All right, we got to grind up more weed. How we doing out there, folks? Hey, the numbers growing again. Big numbers again on Rumble. Hey, Rumblers, hit the like, hit the follow. so you don't miss out. Remember, I'm the only one doing this. On the Rumbler. YouTube. Numbers are nice. Hit that like, hit that follow. Please hit the notifications and all the other stuff. Jump on here and in here into the live chat and get with us. I'll have to take a look at it, but I thought the Redskin one, I thought the Eric Dickerson, Madden was in on that. I'm not sure. So Atlanta's going to continue this drive, 1st and 10, and they're at their own 46-yard line. Here's Robinson, and he's going to be brought down right at the 50. So give him 3. It'll be a 2nd and 7. 11 and a half to go in the half, in the second quarter. Yeah, you might be right. I just wasn't paying attention. It's a freaking insane fucking run now. The whole fucking thing is insanity. As a matter of fact, I didn't take it down yet. I'm going to play that one again probably. I mean, who doesn't like watching Dickerson run? We're under 11 to go. Handoff. That's the Robinson. They got him in the backfield, but he gets away and still manages to get like 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and short. That's a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 4. More like a long 3, closer to 4 now. They're going to call it 4 yards. They're at the, probably mark them down at 47 and a half of the Rams. Shotgun, 2 to the bottom, false start on the top. That looked like the guard. So back them up 5. So the 3rd and 4 now, 3rd and 9. See if the Rams can make a stop here, get the ball back, would be great. 10-20. Clock starts to run now in the first half, second quarter. 7-0, Falcons on top. It looked like it was going to be a lot of scoring, but all of a sudden, defense and bad play calling. We're under 10. Cousins, let's rip to the sideline. Nothing over there. Pitts was the target, and I don't know what Cousins is upset about, to where he threw it and who threw it. Maybe, I don't know. He just wound up throwing it away. I don't know. It was Witherspoon on the coverage. So the Falcons will punt. Rams make a stand. One that they needed. Get back in this game. See if they get their freaking offense moving. Fair catch right at the 12. And that's where they'll start it. As they get ready to move it, we're going to have a sports moment. And yes, we're going to relive that play one more time and see if we can catch it. So, Angus, let's see what's up, man. Ready? One more time.
2nd and 5, Dickerson again. And Dickerson comes. Good night. Somebody's going to have to really run. It's going to be Darrell Green from behind. Dickerson.
Yeah, this is a Sunday game. Summerall was never in.
When he came out of the pack like that.
I'll tell you, except Darrell Green. Darrell Green is the fastest guy in the NFL, and he proved it there. That was a great race. That was like watching a 100-yard dash in the Olympics or something. Watch here, Dickerson breaks through. He's out in the open. There's no one there. Watch 28 from behind. That is a great football play. I mean, Darrell Green is in the Pro Bowl, but if he weren't, just on that play alone, he should be.
If there's still any doubt as to who really is the fastest man in pro football, let it be forever put to rest.
It's a horse race. 50. Darrell Green's going to catch him at the 30, the 20, pulls him down at the 16-yard line. The only man on the football field that could catch Eric Dickerson was Darrell Green. And they pat each other on the fanny as they walk away. Nice run, nice catch. And they're both going to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a Sunday game. That was Summerall and Madden. Summerall was never on Monday night. Madden was, but not Summerall. So that was obviously a Sunday afternoon game. I don't doubt you saw it live. I know I did. I won some money on that game. Definitely took a shot taking the Redskins that day. But they were home, and I liked the over. I mean, the under. That was a nice parlay day, we'll call it. Good parlay day for the man. So here we go. Cousins talking it up on the sideline. Not sure. Maybe a little miscommunication because he's talking to Pitts. I think he wanted him to continue up, and once he didn't, he had no choice but to throw it away. Because if he threw it where the pattern was heading, it probably would have been intercepted. So Kirk Cousins showing some little veteran move there. Now I see what he was upset about. Here's a handoff. That's Williams. 2nd and 5. Give a. So they move it out to the 17-yard line. A little more breathing room. Further away from their end zone, the better. I'm going to snap this one on the inside of the 16. Another handoff to Williams, and he's only going to get another 2. 3rd down. Nakua's on the sideline. Not sure if there's anything wrong with him, but he's not. Here he comes. He was not in on the last 2 plays, which is not sure what that's all about, but he is on the field now for this 3rd and 3. I think the last thing the Rams want here is a 3 and out in this situation. 8:40 to go, second quarter, first half. 7-0 Falcons. Shotgun, snap, plenty of time. Over the middle, intercepted. That's Bates with the interception. He's going to take it back to the 5. Touchdown, Falcons, pick 6. So Stafford not having one of those MVP nights. 6th interception on the evening. On the year. That's 34-yard return for Jesse Bates, the 37th. Stafford looks stunned. Rams look stunned. Falcons are very happy, and they don't look stunned. They look ecstatic. Just a bad pass. Just a bad pass. He was right there. All he had to do is just jump a little bit, brought it into his chest, and took off. Waiting on a replay to see if it was overthrown or what the hell was going on, but we'll wait because they're showing everything but a replay right now. Here's the extra point to make it 14-0. Put a mark on it. 14-0. Falcons up. A real powerful offensive drive for the first touchdown and an easy pick 6 here. He just overshot his receiver right into Bates' hands into the end zone. 14-0. 8:30 to go. Second quarter, first half. Rams sputtering. Rams. The Falcons are not this good. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with the Rams, but that even goes more to show the fucking bonehead before when you're going with the 4th and 1 at the 11. Just kick the fucking field goal. At least you'd be sitting at 14-3. You have points on the board. What's up, John or Beagle Dad? What's up, my brother? How are you tonight? What's up, guy? 2 more days off. Good for you, John. You deserve more than that. Take the rest of the week, buddy. So, man, big numbers again growing. First time here, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub, get in the live chat, get involved. We don't bite, but we bring it. We bring it like nobody else. Y'all get in there and check out everything that we have to offer on the third floor. If you're not familiar, any post that I put up, you go into comments and there's a link to Rumble. Click that Rumble link. That'll bring you to Rumble, and you can watch the Puppet Show, which is only on Rumble. Only on Rumble is the Puppet Show. Nowhere else. Only on Rumble, the Puppet Show. I mean, if you haven't seen the Puppet Show, shame on you. Angus, I like the Rams looking stunned. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Beagle that good? I had to block a subscriber. Uh-oh. He was from Vietnam talking about his experiences with actually eating pet dogs. Well, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice for a guy to follow a guy who's raising beautiful dogs. Hey, I used to eat those things. Too bad there ain't a bitch slap. Nah, I chose to go back on New Year's Day because I used that day off later in the year. Well, okay. Gotcha. That is psycho, Beagle Dad. Exactly. But it's a culture thing. Dude, I get it. Whatever. I don't know what culture said eat the fucking greatest thing that God ever gave man besides the fucking vagina. I get it. We eat both, but not fucking literally. I think you understand where I'm coming from on that one. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Oh, I get you. Oh, I get you, John. I'd rather die than eat my child beating your dog. I get it, yeah. But like I said, I don't know what culture on this planet would add eating the greatest thing that God gave us besides fucking pussy. Why would you want to eat that? Oh, my God. All right, back to the game. Talking about eating pussy and dogs is crazy. But, hey, it's live, folks. You never know what you're going to get on the third floor. Told you, get in the fucking live chat. It's fucking electric over here. 2nd and 4, and Corum is going to be eaten up after 2 yards. Yet another third down. Rams no-show in the first half so far. Absolute no-show. No offense, no defense. 3rd and 2. I mean, I'm shocked that the score is 14-0. It's just taken so long for everything to happen. That's the problem. But opening drive for the Falcons, touchdown, and then a pick 6 off of Stafford. Under 7 minutes to go in the half in the second quarter, 3rd and 2. Rams down 14-0. Stafford puts this one up in a rainbow, and Ferguson makes the catch. He's down. Ball came out after he did whatever. He rainbowed it to him. He makes the catch. First down. Big gain there. Snapped it at their own 32-yard line and moved the ball all the way out to the Falcons' 30, maybe the 46-yard line. Let's see where they're going to put him at the 46. Put it at the 40. I'm sorry. Put it at the 40 of the Falcons. Here's a handoff. Corum gets a beautiful run for 1 yard. It looked good, looked bad, and then looked ugly. I wonder if Michael Vick ate dogs. No, Angus, stop it. Angus, stop it. Michael Vick didn't eat dogs. Jesus. He did the second worst thing you could do. Fucking have them kill each other. That's the worst thing you could do. No, Michael Vick eating dogs. He did not eat dogs. He ate good because of the dogs. Stafford with another rainbow. And Nakua makes the catch at the 2 and out of bounds. If it stands, flag down. Flag down. Right now, 5:32. We either have it at the 2 or bring it back. Here's the call. Illegal formation offense. DJ Humphries, number 72, was charged with the illegal formation. Wow, man. Bad time for a penalty flag. We've been relatively with no calls here. Under 5 to go. Second quarter, first half. 14-0. Rams trailing. Snap the ball at the 43-yard line. If I can get it out. Under 5 to go. 3rd and 11. Rams with a handoff there. Good for like 2 yards, 3 yards. I don't know what they're doing there. I know you got the second and 15. So there's Corum. He's off the field on the sideline limping along. So Corum's out. Williams in the backfield. Shotgun. Stafford has Williams back there with him. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. They got to get to the 30. They're snapping this one at the 41. I don't know what that, oh man. What is that? Stafford goes back, throws the ball to Nakua, but doesn't even reach him and goes to his feet. He can't make the fucking catch. And it was in the backfield. Can we look at that? No, Angus, don't ever do that. No, you never be quiet, bro. Never be quiet. Now, you keep talking. I know you're only fucking around, man. So the Rams are going to have to punt after. What kind of play call is that? Great punt, and they're going to bring it down at the half-yard line. You don't get to see that much, but the Rams with an absolute stellar punt, and they're able to down it at the half-yard line. 14-0. Falcons over the Rams. 4:11 to go. First half, second quarter. Oh, my God. Oh, John, okay, going to walk the pup. Be careful out there. Watch some fucking alligators and manatees. I heard manatees can come out of the water and kill you. I'm joking. I'm thinking about Morton Downey Jr. Nah, Angus, you're good, brother. Fuck, dude. You're awesome, bro. We enjoy. I know you're only kidding around, but still, man. It's good. It's a good feed off for me to just rant on something. I know you know. Thanks for the lead. Haha, for sure. But he will be quick. Then crate him. I want to work on my Leo. Haha, for sure. But yeah. Yeah, be quick out there, especially at night in the Everglades. Everybody else, numbers are big tonight. I want to see the likes big. I want to see the subs grow. Oh, by the way, I don't know who the 2 guys out there who subbed on YouTube, but guess what? We need 16 more for 100. 16 more for 100. And Rumble, 34 for 100. Come on, man. We're this close. Only a couple days left. I wanted to get 100 before the end of the year. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, unfortunately, unless 16 people fall out of the sky. But what you could do, if you're watching right now and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you forgot or you're thinking about it, hit the like. At least you know you've been here if you happen to scramble over it again. Just help a brother out. Like I said, we put a lot into it to bring you the best. I don't want to be like everybody else. I always like to be different. And anybody will tell you who follows us for any length of time, anybody who's been in and out of the chat and the live chat knows the third floor brings it like nobody else. Sports Chat Live, baseball coverage, football coverage. We're getting ready to launch a new show of vintage radio calls of old. We'll get into that later, but right now, Cousin falls forward for maybe a yard trying to get away from the end zone. They're that close. The ball is literally evenly in between the hash mark and the goal line. He moves this one forward. Let's see how much he got. Where they're going to get 9. So he moved the ball literally where the ball is now, a yard and a half. And he's at the 2, inside the 2. Handoff. Rams stand him up at the line. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Right now he's being carried backwards by somebody. That was funny. You don't see that. Sometimes things just come out of my mouth. I get you. I get you, man. Beg more, Vic. Be quiet for 5-minute blocks. What? You want me to be quiet for 5 minutes? How does that gonna fucking work? Beg more. Please hit the fucking like, please. Please hit the sub. Please hit the like. Please hit the sub. Please hit the like. Snapping this one from the 3.5. Whistles all over. Play clock is at 0. It's a 3rd and 8. Flag on the play. Delay a game. Half the distance, so back it up even closer to the goal line. I mean, they actually moved the ball 3.5 yards, and now they're going back half the distance. Corum is heading towards the locker room. Not looking good. He's walking off on his own, but he's got a little bit of hippity hop like he's got baloney in his shoes. John is back already. Holy shit, that dog pissed fucking quick. Angus, be quiet for 5-minute blocks. Could be 4th down. They got nowhere, and I mean nowhere. And Landrum was the first one in there to make contact, to just stall it right there. So great defense inside the 10-yard line for the Rams, holding the Falcons not even to get out to the 5. So good. Now they're going to be putting them in a conundrum here, as they're going to have to punt out of the shadow of the goalpost, as they used to say. Glad you're back, John. Glad a freaking Almerdillo, Aardvark, Gator didn't get you, buddy. You carry? Hey, John, do you carry at night when you go out? Do you carry anything when you go out? Because I had a friend of mine, he never owned a gun in his life. But when he moved to Texas, where he moved in Texas, he said after 6 months, he put in for the gun, did all his shit and got a gun license. All based on things he's seen in the night. When he would go out in the yard or whatever with his dog or something, and he wouldn't let his dog run loose. Well, I mean, he let his dog run loose in his backyard because he had like a stockade fence. But at times his dog would just fucking make a beeline for the fence and just like run along it. And he'd go over and he'd calm the dog down. Then he'd hear fucking scratching on the other side. And he'd be like, whoa, Jackson. So he said, I'm getting a fucking gun. So now he goes out in his backyard with his dog and lets it run around. He's either with him in the backyard or he's fucking sitting on the porch with a fucking scope. You think you live in a bad neighborhood, you need a gun. But when you live in a neighborhood where you need a gun because of Mother Nature, holy shit. Yeah, he does go quick at times. I bet. I think the craziest thing about a dog, it's always amazed me, especially when they're young, the ability to piss so fucking much. They piss like 96 times. One shit, 70 fucking pisses. Snakes. Yeah, fucking snakes, bro. Woo, Jackson. That's a whole nother fucking ball game. That was on his list too, by the way. My buddy in Texas there. I forget. I think he said that they were. I think they said coyote. I think he had coyotes. I think that's what he had in the area. I don't know. He's somewhere near. I think he's somewhere near Austin. He's like 3 hours from Austin or something. I don't know. I'll find out. Yeah. A flashlight. A flashlight, John. A flashlight ain't gonna do much for you. Unless you could beat the fuck out of the thing that would it. I'd hate to hit a fucking alligator between the eyes with a fucking flashlight. He'd probably look at me and go, all right, buddy, just based on that, that's all you got? All right, go in the house. I'm not gonna fuck with you. Panthers, Bobcats in Florida. Yeah, Bobcats are crazy. We got coyotes out here and Bobcats in areas. Matter of fact, like 4 or 5. Now maybe further down into Berkeley. At this one spot, there's like a coyote. They have coyote spottings, but they don't do. Great punt out of the end zone, by the way. I forgot there's a football game on. No, I didn't. They just came back from the commercial. Pinion with a nice punt out of his end zone. And the Rams with a small, brief, abbreviated return. Still got great field position. 1:48 to go, so I blew the 2-minute warning. Fucking running my mouth. We'll get to it in a minute. We'll add it on. Don't worry about it. They got the ball at their own 47-yard line. Quick play action. Stafford looking deep. Coyotes, man. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the moment. Flag on the play. I don't think this is going to stand. I think that's going to be pass interference. That's how Watts was able to intercept it. Let's see what happens here. Pass interference offense. Penalty decline, interception, another turnover. Stafford adds another interception onto the night, his second of the night. 5 coming in. Now it's 2, 7 on the year. Stafford having a rough night. Now it's down to Smith, and Smith he pushes off at the last second. Stafford's thrown that into complete coverage, double coverage. Double coverage, so tight on that. One of the 3 was catching it, and it happened to be the Falcons. Again, they're pinned. They're going to take this ball at their 5 now. They mark it at the 7. So there they go. They're not out of harm's way. They weren't able to move the ball last time when they had it inside the 10. Robinson breaks this one loose, and he might be gone. The 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown! 93 yards. That's going to be the second longest run in NFL history on a Monday night. Dorsett going 99 against the Vikings. Where were you when that happened? But you definitely know where you were tonight when this happened, right here on the 3rd floor. Robinson hit the hole and was gone. Gone. I gave up count when he hit the 35. I couldn't go. He was flying after that. Them yard lines were looking like a white line, steady white line like on a highway, man. 20-0 as we stand. Make it 21-0. 93-yard history-making scamper. Wow, is he gone. McCreary was the last guy to take a shot at his ankles, but by the time he hit his ankle, if he grazed it, he was already cruising over the goal line. Big, major upset brewing here. And as I said earlier, as crazy as it sounds, and some people I've seen in standings actually have an E next to Atlanta for eliminated. That's not the case, guys. It's not There is such a weird, yeah, like a long line, a steady mile long line of cocaine. My man Angus, man. There you go. Exact same thing. And there are a bunch of Jeep drivers with rubber ducks rested on their dashboards. Oh, I got to go back and read. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about now? Forgot where I was. Anyway, the point is, that was fucking insanity. That was an insane fucking football play right there. Sorry I blew past the fucking Angus clip. I owe you an Angus clip. We got it. We'll just add it on to the regular show. We'll put it in as a moment or something. I'll clarify it. We do have the halftime show coming up in a couple minutes, but right now it's 21-0. Now, oh yeah, that's what I say. If Atlanta beats the Rams, and then Atlanta wins again next week, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat Carolina, you have all three at 8 and 9, and due to division and conference, somehow, I think it's division and head to head and division, head to head first, Atlanta walks away with the division in the last spot. I know that's insanity. There's crazy things that have to happen, man. And they thought the biggest obstacle for that to even have a inkling of a possibility was beating the Rams tonight. And right now, they're handing the Rams their ass. Like right now, who's 11-4 and who's fucking 6 and 9. Yeah, there was only like 2 or 3 guys that like kind of had a shot or a little bit of contact in the beginning, but after that, the fucking hole opened up and he was gone. Here's the return out to the 25. 1:23 to go. Second quarter, first half. That's pretty impressive. Robinson, most scrimmage yards before age of 24, and he's ahead of McCaffrey and the great Barry Sanders. And he's ahead of Barry Sanders by almost 200 solid yards. Anytime your name is mentioned with Barry Sanders, even if it's like I park next to him in the grocery store, I'll take it. Throw over the middle. Nakua gets it. Very tight window there. Stafford again, flirting with disaster. Clock running. We're going under a minute. All 3 timeouts. Stafford, plenty of time. Again, over the middle. Hits his man. Let's see where they bring Smith down. Smith with the pass. Catch. We're under 50 seconds to go. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Atlanta has 2. I don't know why you're wasting all this time. You need every second you can the way your offense is playing, to be honest with you. So right now, this piss poor clock management. He's going deep. Overshoots everybody. 35 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Not sure about that play, that clock management there with 3 fucking timeouts. The way your offense is playing, shit, man. I'm way off topic tonight. We'll try harder to contribute to the loss of the 2-minute clips. We both fucking blew by it. I was ranting about something. I was worried about John getting eaten by a fucking dinosaur. The Falcons are going to take a defensive timeout. They have 1 left. Falcons have all 3. I don't know what they were thinking with over a minute to go, and they started to move the ball, even stopping at 55 seconds. 35 seconds is nuts. Now, Saturday, Panthers at Buccaneers. Seahawks, 49ers. So the Bucks, Panthers, Saturday. Guess where everybody will be? 4:15 Eastern. 1:15 Pacific, right here. I'll be bringing you the Carolina Bucks game from Tampa for the NFC South Division title. Stafford back. pumping. He's going to go down. He's sacked at his own 35. So there you go. No shot in the half. Again, where are you going with this play calling and clock management? Clock is just running at under 20 seconds. 3rd and fucking 100. Third and 19. And they just let the clock run out. All 3 timeouts for the Rams. That's what they leave with in the half. That's horrible, man. I don't care what you say. I don't know. There has to be a discussion in the locker room for that one. Because that's fucked up. That's disgusting. Horrible. Anyway, it is time for our halftime presentation. Brought to you by the Third Floor. What we do here on the Third Floor, our first halftime highlight is 5 minutes and 4 seconds, followed up by 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, grab your pets, gather around, and take this walk down NFL History Memory Lane. Brought to you by the Third Floor. Enjoy halftime, guys. See you in a few.
If anyone had prophesied 4 months ago that Tampa would be the site of a 1979 playoff game, a call would have gone out for the men in the white coats. But a thin line separates prophets from madmen. And last weekend, the Central Division champion Buccaneers put their Cinderella season on the line against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles possessed experience and momentum, while the Bucs possessed an offense that has put a lot of people to sleep over the second half of the season. But when action commenced, the Eagles' defense was caught napping, though the running of number 42, Ricky Bell, was a real eye-opener. The Bucs' very first series was a portent of things to come, as Bell carried 11 times, while over 9 minutes of the clock was consumed. Bell's 11th carry of the drive gave Tampa Bay its first score. While Bell rarely stopped ringing, he was allowed an occasional breather. In the second quarter, Doug Williams found Jimmy Giles, number 88, in the end zone. But the touchdown was negated when officials ruled that the Bucs tight end did not have possession of the ball before he went out of the end zone. The Bucs, however, did not wait long to get the touchdown back. On their very next series, Bell scored his second touchdown of the game. The Bucs' offensive revival was startling indeed, and it was complemented by the NFL's leading defense, which continued the kind of play that had carried Tampa Bay into the playoffs. Ron Jaworski usually found his receivers covered, and twice in the game, Jaworski was covered by Leroy Selman, number 63. Jaworski only managed 15 completions and 38 attempts for the day, and most of them were short ones, full of sound and fury, but signifying nothing. There was plenty of sound and fury in the vicinity of the Eagles' bench as well. One reason for Dick Vermeil's frustration was Jaworski's inability to hook up with Harold Carmichael, number 17. In the third quarter, however, Jaworski and the tall man relieved some of their coach's frustration with a 39-yard gain. The pass play followed on the heels of a Jaworski touchdown pass to Charlie Smith, number 85, that had closed out the first half. Both passes suggested that the Eagles were back in business, but Tampa Bay had never gone out of business. Throughout the second half, Bell continued to reel off substantial chunks of yardage. The afternoon concluded with number 42 establishing a new playoff record by carrying the ball 38 times, on his way to 142 yards rushing. Meanwhile, Williams maintained expert control over the Bucs' passing game. When he and Jimmy Giles again steered a course for the end zone, there was no doubt of the outcome. The 24-10 Tampa Bay lead looked insurmountable, but not to a Philadelphia team that had managed to strike the word quit from their vocabulary in 1979. With Jaworski and Carmichael again performing their patented heroics, the Eagles came within striking distance. And when they regained the ball with over 2 minutes remaining, they appeared intent on having the last word. But as it turned out, Tampa Bay's defense had the final say. The 24-17 Tampa Bay win supplied the hometown faithful with plenty to scream about. Only one more Sunday stands between the Bucs and an NFC championship, something no one could have predicted before the season began, except perhaps for a madman.
Have a cocktail.
No, I don't care for any.
I said have a cocktail.
I guess he wants to have a cocktail.
Waiter, will you serve the nuts? I mean, will you serve the guests the nuts?
Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
Clap on, clap off, the clapper.
Right side. From the 16, now looks like a college play here. Rolling out to his left, seeking room, not much there, but still turns it into about a 4-yard gain and then gets dumped out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by Matt Bowen now from the 10-yard line. Great protection for Vick, slings it over the middle, it's caught for a touchdown by Shawn Jefferson. And so the Falcons, who don't score a single opening drive touchdown in 16 regular season games, come into Green Bay and roll 76 yards in 5 minutes and 43 seconds.
And you were right, Al. Did he sling this? Look at the pass protection there. Perfect pocket for him. He just stepped up and boom, he took that thing right out there. Here's Shawn Jefferson. He's on McKenzie, and you see him run across. It's against the... We came in here to make history.
From the 37. And that's caught close to a first down by Brian Finneran, who gets pushed back by Tyrone Williams. Final minute of the period. The Falcons, as we take a look at them, last in the playoffs in '98 when they went to the Super Bowl. And they had that 8-game unbeaten streak, 7 wins and a tie against Pittsburgh in the middle of the year. Lost here in overtime on opening day, but they were the last team to win a game here last season. And 3 players this year with 500 or more rushing yards. From the 31-yard line as Vick gets pressured, they set up the screen to Dunn, who has room to wriggle free. And 11 now from the 22-yard line. And it's tipped in the air, and then a great break as Algie Crumpler, the tight end, makes the catch after Cledius Hunt gets the... Ukar saw that. It would have been Green Bay ball. 2nd and 7. Vick. How do you stop him? How do you? 1st and 10 at the 46. Swing it out to Dunn.
Right, and if there was a quarterback that he always wanted to emulate, it was Steve Young, and he has a lot of the same tools that Steve Young had, including this.
Yep, what they call the old escapability. To the 28-yard line, turns a loss into a big gain as Kabir Gbaja-Biamila couldn't knock him down. It winds up as a 10-yard gain.
You know, that's the thing, and that was the thing that Mike Sherman was talking about. You know, is you could do everything right and still be wrong. Gbaja-Biamila has control of it. He has containment. He has everything. Michael Vick just makes it, straightens out his face mask, gets his helmet back on right, and then goes back the other way. They
4. Vick throws, caught, 1-yard line, 1st down.
What up? Hope you enjoyed halftime here on the third floor. Now, yes, Angus, when you mentioned Michael Vick, I was like, boy, I'm not going to ruin it. But then again, how ironic was it that it's the Atlanta Falcons, and at halftime, at that point, they were leading the Green Bay Packers, what? 21-0. You think the third floor don't know what's going on? Come on. I think it led to a field goal. I'm not sure, but that was the clip that just ended there. But yeah, Michael Vick was something special, man. Yeah, Michael Vick, he definitely was something. He was. Michael Vick was very special for the game. You know, he was his own worst enemy there for a while, but you do what you got to do. Now he's all Jesus out. Good for him.
Shazam!
So yeah, speaking of the devil, there he is. The great Michael Vick. Now, Michael Vick being left-handed, which is always a soft spot with me because I'm left-handed. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed halftime. We love bringing you the halftime show. Yes, Tampa Bay's 1979 game against the Eagles. One of my highlights of my life, my early life, as I should say. You know, that was a good time, man. Good, real good. And, yeah, so like I said, we bring it like nobody else's business. We have a 2-minute, we have an Angus clip that we forgot to play in the first half. We didn't forget to play it. We just didn't play it because I was talking. So we owe you that. So we got the second half Angus clip. We got the first half Angus clip. We still got a sports moment that everybody's going to fucking enjoy. 25 seconds of pure gold. And then 2 other moments. So we still got a little bit more to bring you. Hope you enjoyed that. Yes, the great late Ricky Bell, one of my early heroes of football. But Leroy Selman, how about that sack on Jaworski by Leroy Selman, who just launched himself onto his body like Venom on Spider-Man, just like fucking carried him on his back or something. They say the Falcons are not, so I guess something happened yesterday that officially eliminated them then. If they're officially eliminated, and thank God, I'll fucking be more embarrassed. So here we go. Second half kickoff. He's out there 30, 35, 40, 45. Good return by Whittington for the Rams. 14:51. Where we go. First drive of the second half. Here come the Rams. Sean McVay, they're talking to him. And he just says the norm, one play at a time to get back in it. Well, here you go. How many plays do you think you have left in you in the second half? Stafford back. He's under pressure, and you're going to start the second half with a sack on Stafford. So after the great return, a great sack by Atlanta backs him up even more. So from the 45 back to the... Let's see where they mark it. It's a loss of 7. 2nd and 17. 2nd and 17. Stafford back again. Pass over the middle. He's got... That's the Kua. He gets 7, maybe 8, maybe 9. Depends on where they spot it. A lot of dancing around. They're giving it a 3rd and 6. I'm giving 11 yards on that. 21-0. Falcons on top. Second half. Just getting going here in the second half. Rams with the first possession of the second half. Stafford, plenty of time this time, but nobody open. He's flushed out. Throws it to the sideline. Incomplete by Ferguson. He comes up. Where's the flag? There is no flag. Fourth down. So they open up with a 3-and-out. Rams offensive woes. Continue. So 4th and 6, and McVay's going to leave his offense on the field. They're going to go for it, 4th and 6. $13:32 to go, third quarter. They had the ball, the nose of the ball is touching the 49, their own 49. They got to get to the Falcons' 45. Stafford steps up, throws the pass, it's complete. And that's Smith with a big gain there, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Move the sticks, big fourth down. First down, Rams. We're going under 13 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rams continue the opening drive. After sputtering again, they get the big 4th and 6 for a big gain. And 46, 47 yards on that play. They're snapping this one right at the 15 of Atlanta. Rams in business. Handoff. That's Kyron Williams. And they'll find him after 3 yards. Be 2nd and 7. Maybe 2nd and 8. Make it a 2nd and 8 officially. Clock stopped at 12:40. We have a Falcon down. Here comes the trainers. Doyless is down. He is sitting on his ass upright. 12:40. Third quarter, 21-0 Falcons. As soon as they come back from the injury timeout, good chance for the 2-minute warning that we owe you. Here's the first Angus clip that we owe.
The miracle comes to pass. The Bills are in. So too is Boston. 33,040 of the world's greatest fans jam Buffalo's War Memorial Stadium in biting 24-degree December 28th temperature. It's all for the Eastern Division Championship. Boston kicks off. DeBenyon with treacherous underfooting fumbles the ball. Boston recovers. The recovery sets up Gino Cappelletti's field goal. A little bit later on, Babe Parilli throws a swing pass to Larry Guerin, who avoids tacklers and scampers 59 yards for a touchdown and a 10-0 Boston lead. A pair of Cappelletti field goals later, LaMonica passes 93 yards to DeBenyon. And the Bills fans have hope. And they have even more hope when LaMonica rolls out and fires a two-point conversion pass to John Tracy. But Parilli takes the Bills beyond the point of no return. He hits Cappelletti with a look-in pass, and Gino carries it 51 yards all told. Swing pass to Larry Guerin, and the Bills have to wait till next year.
Boom! There's the 2-minute clip we owed you. Back to the action. It'll bring up a third down as Watts comes in and ends the play right where it started. Joel Matthews found his way in and immediately gets into the live chat like we like. Welcome aboard, Joel. This channel is out of control. It's different. Nobody brings play-by-play, baseball, football. We're going to be doing NASCAR. We got a whole bunch of shit going on up here, bro. Hope you don't mind foul language like the word fuck, because we use it a lot. We have 420 moments as Stafford goes down for yet another sack. Another fourth down. The Rams offense can't get out of their own way. So, Joel, welcome aboard. Angus saying welcome aboard. Hopefully, Joel, you hit the like, you hit the follow, you hit the sub, and all that other fun stuff. Pull up a chair and hang out and just enjoy the ride, brother, because we do a little bit of everything up here while we're bringing you a game. Conversation sometimes gets a little bit fucking crazy. So now he's going to go for the 35-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. And the Rams are on the board finally. 21-3. Oh, Joel. Yes, thank you, Angus. See, you're back on the ball, Angus. This is a good way to see how this all works, Joel, firsthand. Okay. Welcome aboard for your first time in. You got into the live chat. You made your presence known, and that's exactly what we like on the third floor. Please hit the like, hit the sub, hit the follow. And what Angus is talking about, when it's your first time on the third floor, we have a question that we ask every single person who comes into the live chat for their first time ever. And we ask this of everybody, so don't feel like we're just, picking on you, Joel. We are not. Everybody's gone through this. We ask one question here on the third floor. And that question is, are you paying attention, Joel?
You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
That is your introductory question. Joel, welcome aboard. Welcome to the third floor. That is the question we ask everybody, my friend. Introductory question. Angus, always on the ball. Angus is always on the ball. So Joel's first is, oh shoot, Steve is here. I don't know who Steve is. But apparently Steve's here. I don't know who Steve is. He hasn't made a mistake. Whatever. Hey, Victor, just checking in. What is this channel all about? As I responded, it's about fun. Welcome. Awesome. Like this throwback. I've never seen anything like this on my way on any other channel before, and you won't because nobody does it like the third floor. And Joel's question is nope. He answered it. Man, Joel's on. Man, fuck yeah, Joel. Joel, you know what? Man, guys that fucking get the joke. Guys that enjoy different shit, like you already said, you've never seen anything like this presentation. Dude, hang with us for the rest of the broadcast. I think you'll enjoy it. If not, Matt, it's awesome to have you in here. And thanks for playing along. Thanks for playing along, Joel. Appreciate you, bro. That's what it's all about. Angus is one of my all-time favorites. We've known each other for a while, and he was one of the first aboard. We have a cast of characters here, Joel, and I think you'll enjoy every one of them. So here's the kickoff. It lands in the kickoff zone, as they like to say. In the landing zone, Drummond brings it out to, let's see where they're going to mark this one. 21-3, 11:02 to go, third quarter. First and 10. Like I said, Falcons in their throwback red helmets. I love the red helmet. Not like in Falcons, but I love the red helmet. They got the ball at their own 32. So they'll start to drive there. Robinson, they had him in the backfield. He breaks loose again, and he's off to the races. They had him 3-4 yards in the backfield, He said, hold the fuck up, and just broke loose again. This time, more guys over there able to run him down, but still, what did he scamper for there? They're snapping it at the 32. Let's see where they mark it. Another 30, 40-yard scamper for Robert. They had him in the backfield almost down to one knee and gone. They mark it at the 37 of the Rams. Falcons wasted no time moving right back down the field again. Into the flat. That's out to Robinson again. Duke move. Maybe a yard. Maybe a yard and a half. Safety valve shot. No big thing. Surprised to see him in there after that 40 yards. Figured to give the guy a little bit of a breath. Atlanta ought to go to change the name of their stadium to Falcons Crest. Now Angus is showing his age. Remember Falcon Crest? Dynasty? Dallas? What a slew of shows we had, man. People don't understand. TV was for fucking 3 major networks. TV was absolutely, man, there was always something cool on. Robinson stutter step and falls down. And he's going to lose the yard that he just had. So he stops himself. I think I'm going to agree with Troy. That might just be fatigue. And I think after the 40 yards, he's been in for the last 2 plays. Get the guy a fucking breath. Now they give him a breath. He's on the sidelines grasping for oxygen. Ball is just inside the 37. Shotgun, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, 1 in the backfield. Whistle blows, stop the play. I think we got a false start. 71 offense, false start. The Incredible Hulk was on CBS. No, NBC. Incredible Hulk was on NBC, and I want to say Thursday nights, or I don't think it was Friday nights. Don't remember the lineup, man. But yeah, you're right. The Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Cousins gets this one away for maybe a 3-yard gain. Cousins gets it away. A little bit of trouble again. Gets a little bit of back. Brings the 4th down. Let's see what they do here with the 4th and 10. They're going to go for a field goal. We're under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. 18 points, trying to make it 21. 56 yards. The kick is up. It's dead center. It is good from 56. Tack on another 3. 24-3. Falcons just pouring it on tonight, man. Playing with a vengeance. Trying to end their season on a high note, which they are. Because they've been plugging it the last few weeks. Can't lie, can't hide. Little Red Hot Chili Peppers going out on a commercial. That was cool. That was unique. Guys, I got 25 seconds of pure fucking gold. I'm not going to say anything. Enjoy this sports moment. Brought to you by the Third Floor. Boom.
Coach Kynes, it's been a while since you were the head coach. What do you tell your team at half?
We just got to stop that little inside trap. You know, the option didn't hurt us much. We played pretty hard. We just got to stop that inside thing. Offensively, we kind of sputtered around, got the ball in the end zone. You know, defensively, we got to get out off the field on that 2-minute drive.
With key injuries to your offensive line, what do you do in the second half?
Oh, we'll just go play. We just got to keep playing.
Thank you, Coach.
He has a magnificent personality, I'll tell you that.
There you go. Pure gold. It's like interviewing the fucking Tasmanian devil.
Coach Kynes, it's been a while since you were the head coach. What do you tell your team at half?
We just got to stop that little inside trap. You know, the option didn't hurt us much. We played pretty hard. We just got to stop that inside thing. Offensively, we kind of sputtered around, got the ball in the end zone. Defensively, we got to get out off the field on that 2-minute drive.
With key injuries to your offensive line, what do you do in the second half?
Oh, we're just going to play. We just got to keep playing.
Thank you, Coach.
He has a magnificent personality, I'll tell you that.
That's gold. That is gold. Like I said, we bring it to you like nobody else's business here on the third floor. Still got an Angus Minute coming up at the 2-minute warning here at the end of the game, end of regulation, end of the quarter. Still got 2 more moments to share with you. Lots still going on here on the third floor, plus the game that's on. And as we sit here right now, it is 24 to 3. Atlanta on top of the Rams. Texas. What's up, Texas? Texas in the house. Take a breath, buddy. Yeah, right? I was just going to the option. I need the defense. Woo! What's up, Texas? Texas, did you happen to see that clip I just played? Let me know, because I was waiting for you, and then you show up after I play it. Did you see the clip I just played? Alabama intern, Kins. Did you happen to see that, Texas? If not, I'm going to play it again, because it's gold, and it's only 25 seconds. And it's well worth it. Did you happen to see the clip of the Alabama intern head coach? An absolute gold moment. No, I didn't. You didn't? All right, hold on. Don't go nowhere, Texas. And I uploaded an Angus clip for you. You have full permission to use. All right. How are you sending it to me? Send it in the email? The link is in the description for the email. Hold on. I'm going to play it for you in a second. Rams take off with a 1st and 10 here to get it out to their own 39-yard line. They get a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. We're getting ready to go under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. 24-3. Falcons on top. Stafford hits his man. Gets the first down and a little bit more. That's Williams on the catch. Out towards midfield. Rams had the Cardinals next week. 49ers in Seattle. Look out, man. What a freaking game that's going to be. 12-4 Niners, 13-3 Seattle in San Francisco, 45 minutes from where I sit. I'm going to play for it in a second. Hold on there, Texas. Don't go nowhere. Stafford looked like he was going to throw it to his guy, but they pulled him, and that drove the throw to the ground. Here it is, Texas. This is for you, buddy. You're going to like this.
Coach Kynes, it's been a while since you were the head coach. What do you tell your team at half?
We just got to stop that little inside trap. The option didn't hurt us much. We playing pretty hard. We just got to stop that inside thing. Offensively, we kind of sputtered around, got the ball in the end zone. Defensively, we got to get out off the field on that 2-minute drive.
With key injuries to your offensive line, what do you do in the second half?
Oh, we're just going to play. We just got to keep playing.
Thank you, Coach.
He has a magnificent personality, I'll tell you that.
There you go, Texas. Here's a handoff to Williams. He's going to get 9 on the carry. Rams showing some offense, and finally showing some offense. Right now, you got the Bears, Eagles, Carolina, Niners, Rams, Packers. Seattle sitting on top. Bucks on the outside looking in. 6 yet to upload. 12 be ready in 6 minutes. Okay. Angus, haha. Oh, hell, get the link. I gotta redo that video. Texas having some technical difficulties. You're losing me, brother. You start getting technical, I'm losing it. 5:20 to go, third quarter, 24-3. Rams are on a little bit of a move here. 1st and 10. I'm going to snap this one at the 27 of the Rams. Once again, inside Rams territory. They haven't been able to get anything but a field goal. And they handed the ball over early on when they had the ball at the 11. Stafford, plenty of time. Throw it to the end zone. He's finally gets Ferguson, who's wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Stafford and the Rams as they crawl a little bit back into this game. 24-9 as we speak. 4:59 in the third. Rams finally showing offense. Technical difficulties. No, I want the. Hold on. Hold on. What's going on? The Alabama coach. Oh hell, get the. No, I want the clip link. I want to voice over that. All right, I'll get you that clip, man. Extra point is good. So the Rams take the ball in the second half and drive it down the field. I'm sorry. The Rams take the drive down the field with 4:59 to go in the third quarter. 24-10. I'll get it to you, Texas. As soon as I figure out how to do that, I will do that. In the meantime, we got one more sports moment to bring you, and an Angus clip. There we go. All right, just getting everything together there. Texas shit, that goes through my brain. Roll the Angus clip. How do I do that? Oh, shit. That is freaking awesome. Texas, I fucking remember that like yesterday, man. Oh, Alan Page. Oh, man. John Demiri. Oh, man. Angus, that is insane, bro. That really is insane. I'll figure out how to get that on the show. For sure. Appreciate that. That is sick, bro. Dude, I can almost taste the fucking glue. I can almost taste the glue on that. Technicality. There you go. Guys, hit that link, man. You want to see some nostalgia from way back, man. Texas has all kinds of goodies. Check that link out, guys. Texas just dropped the link to what I just watched. Go check it out, man. Stamp collection from Sunoco. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Fantastic. Something I picked up when you mentioned it. Yeah, dude. Wow, man. That's fucking fabulous, bro. That's fucking cool stuff. Hit that link, guys. Go check out that short that Texas just dropped. Play action. Cousin back. Got some time. Throws this one to the 45-yard line, and he's got his man. That's Mooney. And he'll fall down and be touchdown at the 47-yard line. Massive pickup there. Hold on. Flag down. Roughing the passer against the Rams. Tack on another 15. That's going to bring him in even deeper. Johnson on the, let's see. Johnson with the personal foul. Let's see. Play action. Pass is gone. Oh, yeah, I guess so. On with the chest. Yeah, he laid on him, man. He body slammed him. He just did like a belly flop on him. Can't do that. Angus, that is sweet. Check it out, Angus. That's some cool shit, man, ain't it? Thanks, Texas, for sharing that. Let me see if I can. Here's Robinson. Hits him in the flat, and he'll get up for maybe 8. Second down and 2, maybe 3. We're going under 4 minutes to go in the third. 24-10. Rams get a touchdown, but the Falcons just come roaring back. And a huge personal foul, tacking on 15 after a 20-yard gain. 30, 40-yard play right there. 2nd and 2. Give them 8 on that. They're snapping this one just inside at the 29 of the Rams. Shotgun. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Man in motion. Handoff. Robinson will bounce around. He's going to get the first down and more as they can't bring him down. He's still spinning. Give him another 3 after the first down. Move the sticks. Falcons owning the game tonight. There is no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. Falcons are owning the game tonight. Joel. Sadly, I'm Gen Z. Whatever, man. That's cool. Whatever. I get you. Cool. Sadly, I'm Gen Z. Don't be sad about anything in your life ever, Joel. As long as you're breathing, you're upright, you got love around you, don't ever be sad about anything in your life. Never. Sadly, I'm Gen Z, but maybe if they make a time machine in the future, I can go back and experience those golden days. The time machine is right here on the 3rd floor, Joel. Spread the word, because we do this throughout all our broadcasts. And as a matter of fact, Joel, if you're really interested in my work and you want to see my work really put to the test, go to the post. You hit the sub now, go to my channel and look for a post that, like tonight, you'll see. Rams Falcons. Go into the comment, you'll see a link for Rumble. Go over to Rumble. Follow me over there, because I have exclusive shows on Rumble that I can't show on YouTube, and that being the Puppet Show. So if you like nostalgia and you want to see the olden days through movies, through music videos, news clips, story, all kinds of movie clips, TV clips of the golden age of everything, go to the 3rd floor. Go on the 3rd floor on Rumble and go into my library and hit any one of the puppet shows. We just did a special Christmas one. There's plenty in there. There's 10 plus the Christmas show, 11 puppet shows to choose from, plus everything else we bring in there. So always know there's always something happening on the 3rd floor, bro. Make sure you come back for the next Sports Chat Live. Let's chat sports. You'll enjoy that. But in the meantime, like I said, this is your time machine, my friend. And if you have friends who like to know that and can handle this mental case right here, me bringing it to you, enjoying it. I use that term loosely, of course. I'm only joking. We are a little bit off up here. We're not all there either. But 3rd floor is where it's at, buddy. Thanks for hanging in there. 37-yard field goal attempt for the Falcons as the Rams managed to stop them. 4th and 4. The kick is blocked. right into the mitts, and he is off. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown on the block. Extra point, and that is Verse, who goes the other way and puts the Rams right back in the game as we sit 24-16. Special teams coming alive for the Rams. Verse blocked the block field goal right into the midst of Verse, and off to the races he goes the other way. Only on Monday night, 31 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Rams are right back in the ball game. Big, major special teams play there. How often do you see a block field goal go the other way? Verse just did. Now the extra point. It's up. It is good, and now it is 7 points. It is 24-17. Now, way back to the first drive by the Rams at the 11-yard line. They went for the 4th and 1, didn't get it. Instead of going for the field goal, they went for the field goal. Guess what? It's a 4-point instead of 7-point. Still a one-score game. Either way, that was one hell of an NFL play. One hell of a play. Who blocked it? Verse blocks it and gets it. Bounces right into it like a basketball right up to him and off to the frickin' races. He went the other way. And he even waved to the Falcons sideline as he was running it back. I thought, I guess that's, you can't have intimidation during the play? All right, where are we? Let's catch back up on this. Hey, Joel, Texas is saying, Joel, if you have eBay, it's your key to history. Joel, what's good, Texas? Good point, Texas. Matthew, okay. You cannot help if you are Gen Z, Joel. I'm a boomer and truly believe in civility between generations. What the fuck are you talking? This is Star Wars now. Got you, Joe. Check out my channel. I'm kind of historic. Oh, Joel, get over to Texas. Follow Texas. You want to see some shit. Cards, and I'm not just talking like fucking baseball cards. I'm talking freaking serious collection of amazing cards, boxing cards, hockey cards, basketball cards, baseball cards, football cards. Texas is loaded. Get over to his. Their shorts are freaking unbelievable. It's mail day. How was that? It's mail day. Joel, that sounds good. Having a good time with y'all. We'll definitely spread the word about the channel. Joel, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate those kind words for your first time in. Hey, man, you don't know what that means to me. Especially all the time and effort I put into this every freaking show. Everything's about 2.5 hours to produce before the show is even going on. And I'm the only one doing it. So I'm doing all the editing and everything, running everything back here. Appreciate you, Joel. And Joel's, oh no, speaking of history. Oops, trying to share his Rumble. Are you trying to share my Rumble? Hold on. There's the link to Rumble. There's the link to Rumble, Joel, if you want to go over and get on board on Rumble. Not telling you to sign up, spend any money. I mean, if you could live through the ads, great. But Rumble is a whole lot cheaper than YouTube. And Joel, it sounds like you're a young dude, so if you're into gaming, Rumble is also for you because there's guys that stream 24/7 over there. Almost any game you could think of. Almost any game you could think of. There's politics over there, there's gaming over there, and there's a little bit of sports, but right now, I'm the only one doing this play-by-play on Rumble. Nobody's doing it on Rumble. only me, and I'm trying to get the analytics to grab me and throw me into the mix so people can tell. Sports is kind of limited, but there is sports there. Not a lot of it, but what sports is out there, I got them beat by a fucking 1,000 miles. Angus, Texas, and all of them, they'll tell you that went over to Rumble and joined me on Rumble. They've witnessed the puppet show. They love the puppet show. They think it's really cool. So, Joel, stick around, man. Stick in. Third quarter's over, by the way, so that's why I'm bullshitting. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. 24-17. Yeah, I put the link up, Texas. Is that what my Rumble thing looks like on your end? Okay. Either way, either or, there's 2 links there for you. Texas, that link was good. Okay, cool. There you go. Joel, what teams, players, history you like? Panthers. Arrgh! Joel, I loved you up until then. I'm a Buccaneers fan, buddy. Nah, it's all good here, bro. It doesn't matter, man. I'm embarrassed by my fucking Buccaneers. I'm impressed by your Panthers and Falcons, the way they've been playing at the end of the year. But yeah, Carolina made my life fucking miserable this year. Landman was down temporarily. He's up and walking off the field on his own. As we start the fourth quarter, 24-17, 14:43 to go in the fourth, in the game, in the quarter, in regulation. 2nd and 7. Rams are going to snap this one, 2nd and 7 from their own 39.5-yard line. 2nd and 7. Shotgun, one to the bottom. It's a handoff to Robinson. He scoots to the outside. They're going to meet him and slow him down finally. They're going to tackle him, but he's still tough to bring down. He still leans forward for maybe 2 yards, then the whistle. So that'll bring a 3rd down. I'm going to say it's going to be 3rd and 4. Maybe closer to 4.5. Yeah, it's going to be closer to 4.5. They hurry up to the line. Shotgun. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Tight end in the backfield. Stays in the block. Cousins. Flip over the middle, and the pass is broken up. Incomplete. Robinson was looking for a flag on that. Looked like good defense. Falcons crowd wants a flag. Falcons want a flag. I don't think there's any call for a flag on that. We'll take a look at the replay. Actually, Robinson ran over the defender in front of him, so no pass interference. Good, no call. So the Falcons will have to punt it away, as this game just got real interesting. Punts away. He drills another big one back at his own 8. Out to the 15. Stutters. Maybe reach the 20. 13:36 to go in the fourth, in the game, in regulation. 24-17. Falcons on top. We're rocking and rolling here on the third floor. In time for another sports moment brought to you by the third floor. Enjoy it, guys.
Wound up with a yard pickup, 2nd and 9. Moon sending everybody out. Throwing, completes to Jake Reed. Touchdown! When Warren Moon gets time, he's as... Antley in the backfield. Moon gets time, throws to the end zone. Great catch. Touchdown, Minnesota! Great catch. The drive. Everybody out. Moon. Intercepted by George Kuntz. I don't know if Moon can get him. Moon gotta get him. Kuntz stays in bounds. Touchdown, Green Bay. Boy, that's huge. That's huge. The Packers turn it over. Padre Ismail in for Jake Reed. Robert Smith carries. Big hole. Smith inside the 15. He's going in. Touchdown. 36 7-yard touchdown run for Robert Smith. Gives the Vikings the... Trying to come back. Brooks in motion. Farming a short drop. He's in trouble. Lost the football. Vikings have it. Derek Alexander recovered the fumble on the hit on Farr. Having to play that much this late in the game. Quick to Freeman. And he is knocked down by Robert Griffith. Hard, and that's it. The Minnesota Vikings have handed the Green Bay Packers their first loss while remaining undefeated there. 4-0 for Ron Pitts. This is Sam Rosen saying so long from the...
Boom. A little Warren Moon action for you. Warren Moon, Brett Favre hooking it up. Still got an Angus clip coming up at the 2-minute warning in this quarter. What do we got over here? Joel, Panthers. Warren Moon. I have his CFL jersey. Wow. Edmonton Eskimos. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, that is cool, Texas. An Edmonton Eskimo Warren Moon jersey. God. Can you will that to me? Rams start this drive at the 20. Nakua gets the catch on the sideline, maybe 7. 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Williams, and he breaks it loose. He's out to the 40, the 45, and pushed out of bounds at midfield. He might have gotten to midfield or just shy of midfield. Big carry there, 1st and 10. Rams finally, offense coming to life. If the Falcons lose here, Joel, yeah, you're right, man. I will be laughing my ass off and be even more embarrassed that the fucking Buccaneers lost to them. Stafford, 1st and 10, 12:24 to go. They marked it at the 47. He flips this one over the middle, and that looks like Ferguson. And he's going to fall over for another 2 yards like a big oak tree as he grabbed by his ankles and brought down. Yes, Joel, because of Texas's idea, I'm going to be calling vintage games. I'm going to go way back. As a matter of fact, Joel, if you just join and you go into the post, you roll back on a bunch of posts, you'll see the votes that are up and what we're doing. One on Rumble, one on YouTube. They're going to snap this ball at the 44-yard line. 2nd and a long one. Williams gets it, gets that, +8. He's down to the 35-yard line of the Falcons now. 11:20 and ticking in the 4th in the game in regulation. One thing, Joel, we have a lot of free football, a lot of free baseball around this fucking joint. I called the 17-inning game. I've called the multiple overtime games. It's been crazy around here. Absolutely. Go into the comment section on the post. Look at the games that we have choice. That I can get. Parkinson gets the catch, reaches for it, short gain. 2nd and 8 after a gain of 2. I'm going to snap this one just shy of the 33 of the Falcons. 2nd and 8. Stafford back. Pass towards the corner, and Nacua, he can't make the dive. Looked like it went off his hands. He was covered like a blanket there. Yeah, game's going way back. I even found a 1950. I found a 56. No, 54, maybe 50, 54 or 55 Yankee World Series game against the Dodgers. I think it's Game 7. But there's 5 choices out there for the. He fumbles the snap. Falcons try to pick it up. He does. The big dude picks it up, and he takes. We got a flag on the play. We got a fumble. We got all kinds of action on this. I looked away for a second. I did not see it. I'm going to wait. 20s, 30s, copyright free. I'll look into that, Tex. If I can get that. Do they have full games? Offsides, defense negates the fumble and the recovery and the big return. Rams are going to keep the ball, but they're going to lose a ton of yardage here. No, they're not going to lose. I'm sorry, because of the offsides. That's Pierce Jr. with the offside. Cool. Copyright free. I like that word. 9:57 to go. Big call there. 3rd and 3. Didn't give him the first down with the offsides. Still need 3. It's a long 3, ladies and gentlemen. 3.5 to be honest. Here's a handoff. That's to Williams. He's going to be stuffed after a yard gain. 1 yard gain. 4th down and 2. They are right back in the same scenario as they were in the first quarter, which they decided to go for it and didn't get it. Gave it back to Atlanta. Atlanta went right down the field and scored a touchdown. Their offense is still on the field. 9:25 and ticking. 4th quarter. Game. Regulation. 4th and 2. They lined up. 3 to the top. Man in motion to the bottom. 3 on the bottom now. Williams in the backfield. Stafford shotgun. Here's the snap. Takes it. Quick pass. It is intercepted. Yeah, brought back the other way. That's 50, 40, 45, 30, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Another pick 6. Another pick 6. That was Watts' second interception, second pick 6 of the game. If it stands. Late flag. Hold on. Stafford tried a quick slant pass. Misfires. Watts jumps it and takes it the distance. We're waiting at 9:04, flag down. They said it's a touchdown. Let's see what happens here. Also, there might be a thing if he stayed in bounds. He did a tiptoe down. Let's see what happens here. He is out of bounds. He's... Okay. The interception stands. He stepped out of bounds. It's not a touchdown. There's unsportsmanlike conduct. An official ran into a coach on the sideline. So that goes, after all said and done, it's at the Atlanta 42-yard line. Stafford again, big interception. Again, thrown in a super tight. That was weird. I've never seen that before. Two interceptions on the night for Watts. That one at a good time. Negating a touchdown, but still, they got the ball and they stopped the Rams, who were moving. Now we're going under 8:40 to go in the fourth, in the game, in regulation. I've seen a YouTube channel which a guy has computer software which he uses to call old games, like some in the early 1900s and many after. Tucson, Zona Tucson. Where do you live? That's a little personal question there, Zotan. Hello, how are you? And welcome aboard the third floor. Make sure you hit the like, hit the follow. I live just north of Mars. We're going under 8 minutes to go in the game, in the fourth, in regulation. Falcons with the ball. Hands to the face, takes the fucking helmet completely off of Ford. No call. 3rd and 2. No call. Hands to the face, takes the guy's fucking helmet off his head. No call. Right in front of the ref. 3rd and 2. Shotgun. Cousins. Misfires and almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Curl. 4th and 2. 7:34, clock stopped. Rams defense standing tall right now after the interception by Stafford, who came in with 5 and now has 8. 2 on the night. In and out of the hands of Curl, who dropped it going down for the dive. Here they punt it away. Fair catch. Right at the 11-yard line, right on the 1 on the 10 number at the lower portion of your screen is where he made the catch. Yeah, he ripped the fucking helmet right off the guy. He still had it in his hand. In front of a ref. How do you not call it? You call a ref, you call an official running into a coach on the sideline, a 15-yard penalty for the fucking receiving team. I don't know what that's all about. All I know is the result is Rams got the ball back at their own 11. I think there's just a few ticks over 7 minutes to go in the fourth in the game in regulation. Zona Tucson, obviously from Arizona, probably a Cardinal fan. We love all kinds in here. Obviously, first time. Yeah, Texas, I'm going to look into that, man, because now you got me interested. You know, there's ways to do it and stuff. I get it. And I'm going to have a dry run. I'll have a dry run on YouTube, and I'll have a dry run on Rumble. And let me see if I could put that together. I'm going to see if I could put that together, Texas, by Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday night, New Year's Eve. Or save it for Friday. Well, or New Year's Day. One of the two. I'll figure it all out. But yeah, we're going to do the vintage games starting really, really soon. Again, I put 5 choices up in the post on my channel, so go there, check it out, put your vote in for which game you want me to bring on the YouTube side of it. There's also a vote for the Rumble where you could actually watch the game with me, as I call it. And if I can pull it off like Texas is saying, where you could watch the game with me on YouTube, we'll do that as well. But I want to try something else first on YouTube as far as watching the game, calling it as a radio broadcast of days of old. You could easily watch along if you want. We could do a quick countdown at the beginning before I start it, but we'll figure all that out as it happens. But yes, we're going to be doing vintage games very, very, very soon. Why is the scoreboard a multiplication equation? I don't know, buddy. Kyron Williams, he breaks tackles and gets up for 15. First down, move the sticks. Yeah, a few ticks over 7 minutes. 7:10 to go in the fourth in regulation in the game. We're now under 7 minutes to go in the game in the fourth in regulation. Stafford under center. Got 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Williams in the backfield. Snapping this ball just on the other side of their own 25. Play action to Williams. Stafford to Williams. He's going to have the first down and a little bit more. And he's going to be brought down at about the 46, 47. Another first down. Move the sticks. Here come the Rams again. If Stafford can keep it thrown to his own team on this drive, we might have a game. It had an X dividing the numbers. Stafford, shotgun, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Williams out of the backfield. Stafford throws. Williams again. And this time, maybe 6. 2nd and 4. Oh, hey, Texas, you still here? I got something for you, Texas. And Angus, I got something for you. I just found it. Hold on, guys. I got something for you. Got something for you, baby. Texas, paying attention? Angus, paying attention? You guys paying attention? Handoff, Williams. Oh, that's Rivers. Rivers in there giving Williams a breath. He's going to get the first down. Going to get about 5 on the carry. Move the sticks. Another first down. We're getting ready to go 5:10 to go in the fourth in the game in regulation. Got something for you. Angus, you ready? Right after this play. Just don't take your eye off the screen after this play. Don't look away. Angus, you might want to look with your eyes closed and your hands over your eyes. But right after this play. Stafford's under center. Play action to Williams. He's back. He's going all the way to the end zone. Nakua with a touchdown. But hold the phone. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. And it's going to come back with 4:44 to go. Holding offense. Humphreys with another holding call. Negates the touchdown pass. Let's look for the hold here. Still looking. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he took him down like a Texas tornado. And my God, what a catch by Puka. And that wipes out a leaping Lanny Poffo moment because that qualified. But, all right, right after this play, guys, just don't take your eyes off the screen. I didn't realize it was going to be a play like that, but hold on. Here's a handoff. Williams takes it to midfield. Gets 2 back. 2nd and 18. Here you go, guys.
Shazam!
Stafford back. Pass over the middle. Hits Parkinson. He bounces off one guy. And then busts forward. He's going to be 1.5 yards short. There's a big gain there. Gets 16 of the 18. 3rd and 2 now. That changes a lot of things. Bring on the clowns. 3rd and 2 from the 32. Here's the Williams. He busts out. He's going to be ankle tackle just at the 10. Another flag down. Hold on. $22 yards. Let's see if it stands. Beautiful stiff arm. Beautiful stiff arm there. I guess they picked the flag up. They're at the 11. That's out to Nakua. He's going to get it a touchdown. Hits Nakua in the flat. And he gets down the sideline and just into the end zone. We're an extra point from being tied. 24 apiece. Stafford finally gets a clean drive. Flagged help. Big play to Parkinson on that 2nd and 18, getting 16. 8 plays, 89 yards, 4 minutes, 42 seconds. What a drive by the Rams. No, that's the Rams. Circus Master. I guess you're referring to Obama lips. Good old Obama. The extra point is up. It's good. And we are tied at 24. In what was looking to be a lopsided blowout and a manhandling of the Rams by the Falcons has drastically turned after the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. This game has just turned into a Rams game. And they're getting the breaks that they need. They're making the plays they need. And they're dodging the bullets that they need to dodge. They dodged that interception for the touchdown. Bringing it back, he stepped out of bounds. But a good defensive stand there. And now the Rams showing why they're 11-4 and rocking and rolling in the NFC West. And they are no joke. So a team that looked pretty much down and out, put it all back together and have tied this game with 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in the 4th, in the game, in regulation. Are we on our way to free football here on the 3rd floor? Never know. We get a lot of free football around here. Get a lot of free football and a lot of free baseball. Still got a 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning coming up. That will be the Angus clip as the kickoff goes into the end zone. It is in and out of his hands, but he downs it in the end zone, about a yard deep. Ball will come out. Rams fighting for either 5 or 6 in the seeding. A tale of one quarter. Yeah, a quarter and a half actually up to this point, Angus, because it was around the 7-8 minute mark of the 3rd quarter where the Rams just really started playing. And then here we are. They got the ball at their own 35 to start the drive. Falcons, 3 timeouts. Rams, 3 timeouts. 2-minute warning, 46 seconds from now. Cousins under center, goes back. Quick play action. Oh, he is absolutely amazing that was not intercepted. I just think it was like, oh my God, the ball. Any other situation, that's an interception. I just think they turned around and were like, oh my God, the ball's here. Oh my God. Joel, there's another link from great Texas. Check it out, my friend. Check it out, everybody. Hit the clip. Come down. Just come right back. Just hit the clip. Come right back. He's in the shotgun now. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Robinson in the backfield. Cousins over the middle. And that's Pitts. He got mauled after the hit. After the catch, he got mauled. Did he hold on to it? 2:28. Clock's running, so I guess it's a complete. 11 yards. First down. Move the sticks. Clock is ticking. Checking the replay. Yes, he did hold on to it. Good call. It's a taste of history. There you go, Joel. Texas looking out for the newcomer. They're going to snap this one at their own 46-yard line. And there you are, 2-minute warning. We're going to go right to the Angus clip before I forget. Enjoy this Angus clip brought to you by the Third Floor as we take a little journey down NFL history memory lane. Enjoy it.
It's the 70s. This is football. Need we say more? Pittsburgh Steelers with the steel curtain defensive Lambert and Green. Ooh! Both with great D. This should be a rock'em sock'em affair. There it is, the churning legs of Franco Harris. 3-3 game, second quarter. Terry Bradshaw has the arm working. Looking for number 82, John Stallworth. Was it a touchdown?
Well, that's certainly a questionable call. It's a good concentration. I think it's a bad call by the official.
And then Wilson's interception, a big play at the goal line. And we pick it up in the second half. Flyer, George Atkinson, number 43. Boom! There's the fumble. Jack Cade will recover. Alabama alum Penny Sandler. Jack Hand makes the interception. And later on, to Cliff Branch. He turns Phelps off the wrong way. Touchdown.
Yeah, this is one-on-one coverage. To get some spacing between he and the defender, straight over the shoulder catch.
Raiders lead it 10-3. This Steelers. Great backfield of Flyer and Harris. Let's get it go. Early in the fourth, Franco Harris makes the move inside the 10. Touchdown.
Yeah, this is great blocking by the Steelers offensive line.
And Jack Hand makes his second big play.
He just has a knack for knowing where the football's going to be.
But another number 12, Terry Bradshaw has things his way. Bradshaw to Lynn Swan. Touchdown.
Great catch for a touchdown.
And then the Snake to Cliff Branch. Let's get him go. He could go all the way. Jack Lambert
would save a touchdown.
Sets up a field goal. The Raiders, big play. Number 41, Bill Villapiano. Rocky Bleier with the immaculate fumble recovery. And later on, Raiders have the ball again. Kenny Stabler, the master of the comeback. Thomas picks it off. Defense saves the day. And then goes for the jugular. Franco Harris makes the move into the end zone. And a heartbreaking moment for Oakland.
And it's all over.
Mean Joe Green and the Steelers. Maybe they're a team of destiny. Now Raiders could score only one touchdown. The Steelers, good defense. They ran for over 200 yards. Here's going to the Super Bowl for the first time in their history.
Boom, there you go. 1974 AFC Championship game, Steelers Raiders. Here we go. 2 minutes to go in the game. Tied. Cousins into shotgun. Robinson handoff. He almost gets loose again. He's going to fall maybe at the 48-yard line of the Rams. Clock is ticking. 1:40 and ticking. Both teams full complements of timeouts. Falcons might be, the way they're using the clock here, looking like they're trying to bring it down. Yeah, that's where Terry Bradshaw was, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Robinson takes this one again. He's going to be short of the first down, stays in bounds. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. 1:10 to go in the game, in the fourth, in regulation. Shit, this would be a good game to call. What, Texas? That Steelers-Raider game? Snapping this at the 45. He got the first down and more, and he's in the field goal range, pushed out of balance. 38 seconds to go. You got Algier and Robinson were in the backfield. The toss is to Robinson, and Algier gets the key block that springs Robinson to the sideline, puts them in field goal position. Snapping this one at the 35 of the Rams. That's Algier. Nowhere. 32 seconds, 31 seconds timeout. Who called the timeout? Probably the Rams. If I was the Rams, I'd be calling timeouts. I need time on the clock. You're bringing this down to almost to the impossible that has to happen again. Unless you get another special teams play from the Rams. The Rams took the timeout, stopped the clock at 35 seconds, 4 seconds put back on the clock. Snap, second down and 9. Algier again, and he gets right back to the line of scrimmage again. Timeout Rams. 30 seconds left. You would think you would want a little bit more time than that, to be honest. Look, I forgot to put this up. I forgot to show off my artwork tonight. Well, better late than never. Third and 9. One timeout left for the Rams. 30 seconds left in the game. In the fourth. In regulation. Bringing it down to the end here. They're going to snap this one just on the other side of the 35 of the Rams. Algier, 3 straight runs, and maybe he got a half yard this time. Fourth down, 24 seconds to go. It is a 4th and 8. Rams used the last timeout. See where they mark it. I'm going to take a guess and say 50, 51, maybe 52 yards from there. The last Monday Night Football game of the year coming down as a spectacular game. Spectacular game. I worked so hard on these two things and I forgot to put them up. Well, there they are. There's the artwork brought to you by the Third Floor. The creative mind of the Third Floor. And guess who's here, ladies and gentlemen? Luna's in town. Here we go from 51. Right at the 41, they'll spot it. The kick is up. It's coming back. It is good. Falcons go out 27-24 with 21 seconds. No timeouts for the Rams. Good friggin' luck, Rams. To me, that's poor clock management, poor use of timeouts. They didn't use a timeout in the first half, remember. Then they burn all 3 timeouts under the 35-second mark. That ain't going to float it. You got to give you guys time, man. You should have called timeout after the first play. Luton heading for the brownie. Yeah, look at her. There she is. Look at her. She's saying hello tonight. Staring you guys down. Luna joining us, my co-host. Got anything to say? Got anything to say, beautiful girl? Yeah? My girl. She said, "Rah, rah, rah." You got anything else to say? Did you say hello to everybody? Everybody says hello to you. Yeah. Everybody out there says hello. Hey, Luna's in town. Joel, who is your favorite all-time player? Luna heading for the brownie. There she is. A beautiful girl. Kick is out. It's in the end zone. He takes a knee, preserving the 21 seconds. So take the ball, bring it out to the 35. 21 seconds, 65 yards. Or if they use it correctly and they manage the field properly, you do have time to get a big play and get in field goal position. But we're going to have to wait and see. That's a hard question, as I am a bit uncultured. Panthers, I go Sam Mills. Hey, that's a pretty fucking good choice there, buddy. Sam Mills. Stafford unleashes this one to the sideline. He had his man. Smith was wide open, misfired by Stafford, and Smith, unbelievable. It was over. Hey, Joel's a newcomer, and he said hi. She said, hey, thanks. Welcome aboard to the third floor. Don't feel bad. She always shows her back. Joel's saying hi, but hey, good call there, fucking Joel. I'm not cultured, but Sam Mills? Fucking Sam Mills, one of the fiercest defensive players the game's ever known. No timeouts, 13 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Whistles all over the place. Before the snap, Atlanta took a timeout. So 16 seconds as opposed to the 13 when a timeout was shown. So 4 seconds is huge. That is unbelievable that they misfired on that. That is insane. Sam Mills. I'm talking a few years back. I think that's as far as it goes, Texas. We're dealing with a real young cat. Sam Mills, though, that's a hell of a choice. You don't have a Sam Mills, I'd be shocked. Even with the Saints? Maybe with the Saints? Stafford again. Airs this one out way down. In and out of the hands of Atwell. Smith missed on the open. Atwell, not wide open, but could have made the catch in and out of his hands as he hits the ground, and that was at the 10. Now, it would have taken a second to get down there to spike it. You better have everybody chasing that fucking play. Everybody chasing that play. Unbelievable. And I think after that replay, I think the refs left the flag in the pockets and they shouldn't have. Just saying. 10 seconds. 3rd down. Another whistle. Another timeout. They'll put the 3 seconds back on. We're going to take another look at the replay. I thought I saw something here. Right there. Right there. That's pass interference. That's blown call. Referees not helping themselves tonight. Good game so far, and then you're blowing shit at the end. Face mask, guys ripping helmets off, and you're not calling shit. I'm more black and white, grainy film in Texas. Joel, in terms of others, I mean, I got to give my respects to the big man, Jim Thorpe. There you go. Shotgun. Stafford again. He's going to have to air this one way down the field. Nakua, did he make the catch? Did he make the catch? The catch was made, but was he in bounds? Hold the fucking phone. 5 seconds left. He's out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop. Taking a look right here. That's one. Wow, I'm seeing a catch. That's a catch. That's a catch. That's a catch. That's a catch, people. Oh, that's a catch all day long. He one-handed, he caught the ball with one hand and brought it in. That's a freaking catch. That's a catch all day long. That's a catch. It didn't come loose. He's moving the ball into his body. Right there. Foot. Catch. It's still in contact. No. Man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's an incomplete pass. So they're just going to have to throw the ball down the field once again because they're not going to change the call because it's incomplete call on the field. That negates anything of spectacular. If they called it a catch, yeah, they're going to call it as stands. That ball is a catch. To me, that's a catch all fucking day long. All day long, man. So, either way, this is the end. And that was right at his, what they put the green line. That was right at his limit for the field goal. Literally right at the line. I got to say, I seen a catch. I know what they're saying with the ball, but he was bringing it into it was still in contact with his bicep and forearm. They're just, man, that's tough. Now, if they called that a catch, it would have been very difficult to overturn either way. Now, just before the play, Falcons take their last time out to freeze. 4 seconds showing on the clock. They'll have to put his second back. 5 seconds to go. 4th down. Either way, this is it. He's just got to throw a fucking bomb. See how strong his arm is. Worst case scenario, throw it down as far as you can and hope for a pass interference somewhere. Joel calling for a Hail Mary incoming. Either way, Joel, you're right. It's a Hail Mary. If it's incoming or outgoing, we'll find out. He'll have to heave this one from about his own 30. So you're looking at a 70 yards in the air to reach the goal line. There she goes. And he goes to the sideline. What? Nakua was the target on the sideline at the same spot where he just dropped it. He just lofted it over it. What are you going to do? That's more than a 5-second pass. You got to throw it down the fucking field for the pass interference. Sean McVay, I don't know, man. That was a shitty fucking play call to end the game, man. You end the game on a sideline pass? Like, what were you hoping for there? Even if he catches it, you got to hope he goes out of fucking... That was stupid. Why don't you just launch it towards the end zone? Even get it around the 15, 20-yard line down there in Atlanta territory. Maybe get a flag on a pass interference. Game can't end on a defensive penalty. But instead, we got a 27-24 victory by the Atlanta Falcons. They knock off the Rams at home and send the Rams... They're going to go to 11-5 now, and they're looking more like at the 6 seed right now than they are 5 seed. Even if he catches that. Now they're showing on that. Anyway, all right, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the last Monday night football game of 2025. We'll be back Saturday. We'll have something in between now and Saturday, trust me. We'll do a sports chat. We'll do a sports chat live. Let's chat sports. I'll look about doing a vintage game as fast as possible. There's going to be a puppet show either tonight or tomorrow night for sure. Keep an eye on the post on my YouTube channel. So if you're already subscribed and you see the post come up, it'll tell you what's going on. You can watch the puppet show at any time. It is live as every show on the third floor. Every third floor show is live. Guys, we're going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the game. What a game to call. What a fun time. Joel, welcome aboard to the third floor. Appreciate you hanging in there and having a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the Angus clips, the halftime presentation, and everything else we throw in there. We're going to get out of there. And as usual, as it's time to get out of here, as I always say, guys, ladies, people of Earth, please, please be kind for no reason. Love your fellow man. Look out for your fellow man. It's the holiday season. We're about to cruise into a new year and put 25 behind us, which has been an absolute shit show. 2025 has been crazy. We all know that. And remember, mental health is more out of hand than it's ever been. It's hard to recognize sometimes. So be careful who you're talking to. You don't know what kind of day they had, and they don't know what kind of day you had. So always take it at stride. But always remember, please be kind for no reason, and love and look out for your fellow man. Stay blessed, stay safe, and stay blessed. Love you all. Angus, Joel, Texas, everybody else who's joined us tonight. Please hit the like, hit the follow, hit the sub. And again, stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you soon here on the third floor. Enjoy the out, guys. Appreciate you.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
911, what are you reporting?
This is AC. I have OJ in the car.
Okay, where are you?
Please, I'm coming up the 5 freeway.
Okay.
Right now, we are okay, but you gotta tell the police to just back off. He's still alive, but he got a gun to his head.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Shazam.
Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
He's looking at you, kid.